Right then, we are live, yo. Just do me usual stuff. If it'll load. There we go. Quick, pause that, pause that. There we go. Right, cool. Right, I wait for a few people to get in the chat. Wow, we're 4 people in there already. That is crazy. Wow. 6 people watching. Wow, that is crazy how quick. No, it wasn't whole music. It wasn't whole music. So I want to stay focused today because I know I said it's a ramble, and then I said I want to stay focused, which is completely the opposite, but you'll get what I mean. I want to stay focused because I'll forget what I'm talking about. You know me, and then I'll be stood here for about 20 minutes going, oh, what was it I wanted to say? Oh, no. You know, so I don't want that. So we've got loads of people in the chat. We've got, God, they're flooding in today. We've got, I don't even think the watch counter is keeping up. There's that many people coming in. It's still stuck at 5, but we've got way more than 5 people in the chat. We've got Adam Kelsey, we've got Bob Dixon, we've got Natalie, we've got Richard, we've got Alan, we've got Kaylee, we've got Ryan, we've got Paul in there, we've got Paul in there, Paul Slade, we've got Andy Robinson. Wow, we've got quite a few. Randomly, the watch count is saying there's only 3 people watching, but we've got like 10 people in the chat. So I don't know, maybe it's just like lagging behind. 1 second. Oh. 6 viewers, it says on here. So, oh, there we go. It's going up now. Don't know. It must be lagging. Right. Yeah. Happy Wednesday. Oh, thank you very much. So, right. So, what do I mean by the title? A ramble about personality, reputation, business, and mentors. Well, I'm going to go through each of them because these are just little thoughts I've been having and stuff like that. And I just wanted to do a video about them. You know, when you I don't know whether... Well, I suppose if you're not doing YouTube, you won't get that actual feeling. But if you're on YouTube, you'll realize what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you get all these ideas, you just want to do a video about it. But no, so personality, right? So there is a quote, and I believe it's in like one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's, I can never pronounce his last name, one of his like speeches or something, and he says in it, work out who you want to be, not what you want to be. It goes along those sort of lines. And I was thinking today, and I know it's a dangerous thing for me to do, but I was thinking, I always thought eBay and Amazon and that form of reselling would be it for me. You know, like 2 years ago when I found it, I was like, yes, this is it. I'm going to put my all into it. I'm going to do it. And I've built my business to where it is now. But now I'm thinking it has one fundamental issue that I could I could actually resolve in various different ways. And that is the fact that my business is a what. That's the what. It's not who. It's not, my business isn't who I am, right? But that's a problem. If you're just going off that quote, which again is something little and small, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not as viable just to go off that one thing. But if we were to look at that quote and then think, well, I'm just thinking now, I'm not putting much personality into my business, right? Where it currently is on eBay and Amazon. It's very, what am I trying to say? It's very like, what am I trying to say? It's very internety. And what I mean by it's very internety is that it's not face to face. It's not, people aren't seeing me. People aren't seeing my big, bold personality. People aren't seeing who I am. And if you remove me from my business, what do I have? What do I, if I don't come, I was going to say if I don't come into work, but I'm already at work. So, but if I don't actually do any work, what does my business become? It becomes nothing, right? So I need to think, I've got to put, for me personally, this is just a personal feeling. It doesn't relate to anyone else. It doesn't mean that you have to do this, but I want my business to become who rather than what, you know, rather than this entity, that this thing that everyone else is doing, and that it's just on eBay and Amazon, and it's very faceless, and it's very, you know, just internety, and there's no personality there, and there's no boldness. Instead of that, I want my business to turn into who. So when people talk about my business, I want them to think of me immediately before they even think of my business. I want them to think ads straight away before they even can divulge what my business is about. Then I want them to think, right, what's he got to offer me? And then I want them to think wacky, weird, bold, different, new, something that when you're mowing the lawn next to your next door neighbor, you immediately have to tell them about, not because it's necessarily exceptionally good, not because it's bad in any way, but just because it's weird. It's weird, it's wacky, it's bold, and it has to get out that way. And on eBay and Amazon, yes, all right, I can put my personality into it. Like I can, you know, update my account page and put a really wacky personal picture of myself on there, and I can put a banner on there, and I can be a bit more wacky in messages and stuff, although that wouldn't work particularly, that side of it, because you've got to be professional as well on eBay. But here's the thing, if I'm face to face with someone, I can be dressed in a rainbow suit. They know me, they can know me, they can get to know my personality, they can get to know who I am. And not only that, but you can have that level of weird wackiness alongside the professionalism more easily in a face-to-face relationship. So I can be wacky and weird, and yes, this is cool, and people come into my business and it's all fun and games and everything. But then when a customer needs me to perform, I can switch immediately to professionalism and get the thing that they need, whether it's an item, whether it's an experience or whatever. So I can do that better face-to-face. So what I'm saying is, although I thought that eBay and Amazon and that sort of reselling would be a job for life for me in that respect, or maybe not a job for life because that doesn't really exist as much anymore, but although I thought until eBay and Amazon goes, that's me, now I'm doubting it. And it's not because of the platforms. So eBay and Amazon are great platforms. Obviously, there's a few issues that we could sort out, but they're great platforms. I love them, but I need to put me into my business. I need to put that element of personality, that weirdness, that wackiness, that crazy. Like, for example, like a massive thing that comes to mind for me is Willy Wonka. You know, he would not do that well on eBay, right? Because you need to go there, you need to see it, you need to be embroiled in it, you need to be embraced in it all, because it's an experience as much as a product. You're getting a product just as much as an experience, and that's what I don't know whether I can achieve fully on eBay. Maybe I could, maybe there's a way to really bring that to eBay, but then again, I would be thinking I'm using someone else's platform, you know, and that's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. But for me, where I want my business to go, I feel like I want to stand alone, you know. But that's that part. That's about the personality. Yeah, Brian, right, sorry, I've not really looked up the chat. I think we've got Ryan doing it yourself lifestyle in there. All good with me. Wednesday equals listing with ads. Keep to the point ads. Yeah, I will try. Your reputation is famous in the community ads. You okay? Is it really famous? Wow, that's nice. I don't know whether it is, but I am okay. It's just I've been doing a lot of thinking, and where my business is going, the plans I have will completely take me down the road I want to go. But I don't know how, like in the first couple of years, it won't. And that's the point where I need to think to myself that I need to really flip it on its head and get something, get me structured into that business, you know, get my personality put into there, you know. And it's just, I just don't think online suits my business personality. Well, not my business personality, but my personality alongside my business. But that's not to say I'm going to quit, obviously. No, nothing like that. I'm not saying that in this video. That means I am going to be continuing with eBay and Amazon. I just feel like I need to work on a separate plan for, you know, the next few years, which I am already doing, and I've already got that plan in place, but I just need to tweak it a little bit and really make it so it's what I want, and also that it will work financially and, you know, custom and all that sort of stuff. But if I do that, obviously then eBay and Amazon will slowly go down because I'm then working on that other platform, and hopefully that other platform is giving me more income. But I just feel like I just had the thought that my business is a what at the minute, and a business is always going to be a what. It's always going to be an entity, but it's just, I want it to be more of a who combined with a what. You see what I mean? Like, I want my business to include me as a person, like a brand. Actually, someone said it, like a brand. I've always said to you guys, I don't think of myself as a brand, but maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need to switch to a little bit more of that mentality. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the key. Someone said it. Where's Electra? Alan says she is sleeping, I think, in the other room, or on the bed in the other room. Right, let's go down a bit. It's like you bring your personality to work. Yeah, I suppose so. Like, basically, I bring my personality to YouTube, and I want to kind of, in a more professional way, because obviously I talk about a lot of weird stuff on YouTube, but in a more professional way, switch it to my business as well, so that then they're getting more of an experience and a personality. That's what I'm talking about. And then this leads on to reputation. One sec. The chat's jumping. Trust me, ads needs a business unit to customers in area know you. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I need something like that. Glitter, something like hello. It is like kind of part of my plan, but yeah, I just feel like me as a business and a personality and a brand, it needs that sort of face-to-face vibe. I don't know. If you had to get a normal job, what do you think it would be? If I had to get a normal job, you know what it would be? And I'll tell you what it would be straight away. Now, a lot of the guys on Bargain Hunt are cool guys. There's a few that, you know, if I met them, I might not like the personality. But if you go on the BBC website or wherever it is, type in Bargain Hunt experts. That's it. I don't like them being called experts, but type in Bargain Hunt experts and get a photo up of them. Now, a lot of those guys dress crazy. They dress really flamboyantly, and some of them do have eccentric personalities. So if I had a normal, well, it isn't a normal job, because in that respect, they're kind of self-employed, because they do it on a consultancy basis. So they're actually working. They're actually working for themselves anyway. A lot of them have their own auction businesses. So yeah, that isn't a normal job. But that's the thing I could see me fitting best in, because I could wear a rainbow suit on the TV. I could be powerful, but bold, big, do all that sort of stuff. And obviously I'd need a lot more knowledge, but you know what I mean? It's like, that's the kind of thing I fit in. Now, I wanted to be an auctioneer, but I don't know whether I'd like to do that anymore. But I might have that comedic style to do that. Any other jobs, the other job I'd like to do, every job I want to do pretty much revolves around either being self-employed or being quite high up in the company, so you can make a lot of decisions. So I would like to be a small business asset stripper. So basically you go into a failing small business, and this is how evil I am. I would go into a small business that's failing, offer them like a really low amount for the business, then just strip it down from the assets. And then obviously the profit you make is from all the assets and stuff that you sell off. So you buy the business for one price, you then strip it down over a number of weeks or months, the assets and all that sort of stuff. And then the profit margin is what you bought the business for and all the assets that you sold. And I am ruthless like that. Honestly, I would probably be very, very evil. Like when they're handing me the documents, I'd have like a little evil smirk on my face, like, yeah, I'm going to make a load of profit off your failure. And that is terribly evil, but that is like one side of me. And I don't know whether you do have to be like that in business. I don't necessarily think you do, but I think a lot of people who've got very far in business do have to have like a little bit of, evality maybe, or what, I don't know. Is that a word, evality? I don't know. But that's another job I would relish in doing. I would probably, if it was cost efficient, get labourers to do the work for me, and then I hardly have to do much. But I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't know the profit margins and all that, so I'd have to look into it. But that's something I'd like to do. But if I had to get one like normal job, not an office worker, definitely. Oh, I know what I'd do. Like something like police or fireman or army or something like, maybe not army, but police or fireman. I think I'd love that. I'd chase people down the street. If I was policeman, I'd be like legging it down, jumping on, like, and again, it revolves around that power or that control element in your job, you know. And I feel like I am, to a very, very, very small extent, a bit of a megalomaniac, but not to the extent of like bad. I mean, I think like a lot of people have certain percentages of maybe mental imbalance or certain things in their personality that gives them a little bit of evilness or this or that. And I mean, everyone has it to an extent. But I do feel like I have got a little bit of that in me. So it would need to be a job that's like a bit empowering, quite control. I have a lot of control in it, that sort of stuff. But it's very, very hard. Right. Anyway, so I don't know why I put business in there. Maybe I just put business in there from just talking about what my business is and who I want it to become. So I mean, we've kind of done that one. But mentors, right? This is something I wanted to talk about. And I will get on with the chat as well. This is unexpected live. It is unexpected. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I don't see myself in 10 years. It's too long. I don't know. I could be anywhere. I could be doing anything. I have a forecast for about 2 or 3 years out, but I don't know 10 years. That's too long, because it depends whether like the business ventures that I choose to do happen in the right way and they succeed. And if they succeed, then I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to expand further. And then if they succeed, then I'm going to expand further. And then if they succeed, I'm going to expand further. I mean, I don't see myself anywhere specific in 10 years, but I do have plans for a long time to come. But I don't want to answer that question and say I see myself there in 10 years, because things change so much, you know, like there's ideas that I've got like with my friends as well that I want to do that require a lot of capital to start up. And they all, if I do them, they might be in 10 years' time. I might be able to get to where I want to be financially in 10 years' time, and then do those plans with them. But that all that means, that 10 years basically, is if I can actually succeed in these ventures I'm doing and get the capital to be able to invest in the things that I then want to do, you know, with my friends. And also, there's a big risk associated with doing things I've not even talked about, but there's a big risk associated with doing things like that, entering business relationships with your friends. So that's got to be looked at in some great detail, well, not some detail, in great detail, because you don't want to enter into a business relationship like a partnership and you get taken for your worth, or, you know, arguments happen and that means your business fails or whatever. So there's oh god, there's so much different, so much different stuff. Peter Ways in the chat, hi there. He'd be, oh, I know, yes, Alan said it, yeah, he'd be a charity shop manager. I would be a charity shop manager, yes, that's the one. I said that weeks ago, yeah, I forgot all about that. No, I'd be a charity shop manager, yeah, be a charity shop manager. I'd love that, I'd love that. I read that a millionaire has 7 different income streams, always a good idea. Oh, it's gone down again. God, there's so much chat. Why? I read that a millionaire has 7 different income streams. Always a good idea to be thinking of the next idea. I will tell you how many income streams I have. I have Cabinet, eBay, Amazon, Control Finance. Oh God. Oh, shares and amended. Yeah, 7. I have 7. But like 3 of them are really, really low. And like, oh no, sorry, I didn't even think of YouTube. So that's Google AdSense and Amazon Associates. That's 9. I have 9 income streams, but like 3 of them, no, actually like 4 of them or 5 of them are like really low. I'm talking like a tiny amount a month. Like Amazon is like 20 quid a month. Google is like 20 quid a month. Crypto stuff combined, cryptocurrency stuff combined, like at the moment I'm growing it, but that's like 3 of the, I'm counting like cryptocurrency stuff as 3 income streams because I've got 3 different income streams from that. But at the moment that'd be about maybe $100 a month, $200 a month. It really depends on how much gain I get this month. But if like Omi's Go goes up by like $20, because I've got 23 of them coins, if I sold them, well, actually, if I sold them, yeah, I'd make about 800 quid this month, but it really depends on if they go up high enough, and I don't think we will this month. But no, I've got 9, but I'll tell you right now, about 4 or 5 are very low. And what are the others? Oh, and my cabinet, I don't even know. I've not rang up, so I'm counting that as 1, but I really don't know. But yeah, I always look for the next thing. Really, I'd just be like, I'd like to just have like 50 just going for me, but you spread yourself too thin. So a website would help. That could reflect your, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, Karen says that could reflect your personality and include your blog and could evolve with you. The sooner you start it, the better to get truly established. Yeah, it is. It's just I don't know whether I want to go down that route. It's so competitive, websites now, because of, I mean, it's a great idea, but it's just so competitive with how many websites there are now and all that sort of stuff. I don't know whether my heart would be in it completely. I just don't know. I don't know. Ads the antique dealer, lol. You could embed videos on a website and you could link it from eBay, can't you? I don't know what, can you do that? You could embed videos on a website and you can link it from eBay. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'd have to look into it. Ads, did you say bargain hunt? I did say bargain hunt. Ads is the new Tim Wonnacott. And oh God, I was so annoyed when Tim Wonnacott left. But yeah, anyway, I loved it. I really want to meet him. I've not met him, you see, so I really want to meet him. Where's one of your flamboyant hats? They're over there randomly. Bargain hunt, hashtag fake selling. I used to love it, but they don't take into account the price of ice cream and coffees. And I'm pretty sure, no, is it bargain hunt that they don't take into account? Well, actually, I think they get free fees at the auction. But basically, they just, or is it? Yeah, it is, because Antiques Road Trip actually accounts in the fees, like the auction fees, the selling fees. But bargain hunt, I think, is the one that doesn't take into account auction fees. But as I say, I think they actually do get free selling fees there at the auction. So I think that's why we don't account for that, because we just don't have it. But it's a little bit, like that, because you're thinking, well, a normal person would have those fees. So the profit you're displaying there isn't entirely accurate to what a normal person would have. Right, then let me go down. Did he just say stripper? Yeah, I did, but it's, I mean, a small business asset stripper, or a small business stripper. I mean, I don't know. Add to the stripper, extra income stream. Have you read the 4-hour week ads? Imagine how many 4-hour weeks you could fit into your life. I've not read the 4 Hour Week. No, I listen to a lot of motivational stuff, but I've not actually read. Like, I don't read. It's terrible, isn't it? I'm sure there's a lot of people in my generation who continue the tradition of reading, but I do not read. I read a book once, and it took it out of me just reading a book, and I was like, oh my God. My voice went, and because I like to read them out loud when I'm reading them, so I would read them out loud, and then my voice would be going, and I was like, oh my God, this is so much effort. Just flick the TV on, done. Evality. It's a word now. It's a good word, that one. Ads will be a hedge fund operator very soon. No, what? Not that. I don't really know what it consists of, but I don't know. It's too boring. It's all numbers, isn't it? And calculations, and no, I couldn't do that. It's like an accountant. I couldn't be an accountant. I'm not terrible at accounting, but I just couldn't be an accountant. I couldn't do it. For one, anything that's sat in front of a computer for like 8 hours a day, I can't do. And you may be thinking, but Adam, you've got a solely online business. Surely you have to be on the computer for like 8 hours a day. Well, yes and no, in the fact that I can do my work wherever I am. And I always say to myself, I don't always say to you guys, but I always say to myself, you are self-employed, so take that flexibility of being self-employed and apply it to your life. So like I might list while I'm on a walk, and then yes, okay, I'm in front of my phone, but I'm not sat inside solely on a computer. So, although I've got a solely online business, or pretty much solely online business, if we take out the cabinet, then I still don't spend that much time on the computer. He's back to stripping, lol. Strip clubs and strip businesses, lol. Ads, ever thought about going on Britain's Got Talent? Oh no, it's jumped again. God. It's jumped again. One sec. I'd ever thought going on Britain? No, well, I did. I've thought about it, but I just don't know. I don't think so. I just don't think I would get very far on it. Ads in the pub in 10 years. Lol. No, I'm not. No. Right, I'm just going to go down and see if there's any questions. You're so self-analyzing, you'll be fine. It's people that don't ask themselves questions that fail as they fester. I suppose so. I do analyze too much, like far too much. You're lucky you're not trying to sort the chat out in Nick. I know. You know what? I don't even know how they do it. I can't even do this chat. It's so hard. I ask myself questions constantly. I just don't ever get any answers. Lol. I don't know about 30 minutes. Oh, have we been going 30 minutes? No way. Lisa's in the chat. Hi there. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water in a bottle, it becomes. Oh, right. That's a cool one. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Lol. Now water can flow or it can crash. Ad's got a girlfriend yet? I haven't got a girlfriend. I've not even been out to get a girlfriend. Ads, Neil says, ads, reality check here, mate. You need to focus on one thing at a time. If you don't, you're going not to succeed and it will end in tears. I don't know. I do get that, like, I get that at the moment because I've got so many things going on. And now because I've been looking at cryptocurrency, that's taking a little bit of my day up. And it's like dividing things up, if you know what I mean. But I just, like, in my mind, I feel like I can juggle it all. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's something that I need to scale back. I don't know. But I find it so hard to scale back because I think I see an opportunity and then I'm like, I've got to go for it. And then if I don't go for it, I'll look back on it in 10 years' time and I'll be like, oh, my God, if I had just gone for that, I'll make a load of money on it. And that's, yeah, I know. Maybe I'm too much of a gambler in that sense. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I need to focus on eBay and Amazon and then have my plans loosely based in place for the future, as in like one structured plan, and then try to go for that plan. Because I do feel like, I had one structured plan and that plan is still in place. But I think I've got other plans now, and it's just all getting a bit crazy. So maybe what I need to do is take all these offshoot plans out of the matrix, put my focus on that one plan, and eBay and Amazon down here. So the current, like, this is a timeline. So let's say eBay and Amazon are here and we're now. So I need to focus on eBay and Amazon now, and then get to that one plan in the future while I'm slowly phasing out eBay and Amazon a little bit at a time once that plan is in effect and is making me a bit of money. But yeah, I just feel so like I want to just do everything, you know. I want to do this, all this sort of stuff. But I think it's a patience thing, actually. I think what I need to do is limit myself in the sense that I am going to achieve loads of different things, but I've got to realize that at this time I focus on this one thing, and then once I've focused on this one thing and got that up to standard, then I can say to myself, right, I'm going to go down this route. But then I also think to myself, well, if I do that and I don't jump in now into these other ideas, then all the money I miss, you know, all that money I miss out on and stuff, all that success I might miss out on because I've waited. It's such a hard thing to balance your mind and to, like, sort of stop your mind. Maybe what I need to do is stop looking for other things and just stick to these like 2 or 3 main things, and that's that, and just block out, ignore these other things. And then maybe once I've got to a position where you know, these main plans have been completely set in motion, then I say to myself, you know, I'll open that door back up again and I'll dive into that world of other stuff. David actually said something to me like that the other week. He said, yeah, he said on a message, he said something like, focus on one thing, or focus on 1 or 2 things at a time and build them up. Yeah, that was it. He said, focus on 1 or 2 things at a time and really build them up and strengthen them. So, yeah, I don't know. I just get so pernickety about this stuff. I just, maybe it's that young person attitude of I want it all and I want it now and I've got to do all this now because it's not going to, you know, I'm going to lose it all if I don't do it now. I don't know. Blimey adds, how many antiques programs do you watch? Antiques, I don't watch any anymore. I just know, like, there was Bargain Hunt, there was Antiques Road Trip, there was Antiques Road Show, there was Cash in the Attic, there was, oh, loads of them. Too many. That's how many there were. Ryan, after you, mate, I don't want to step on your toes. What? Oh, Lisa, take him out. Oh, right. Okay, that's what that's for. Ryan says, Lisa, take him out. Ryan, after you, mate. I don't want to be stepping on your toe. Lol. Right. What have we got down here? Oh, it's going to jump again. Oh, no. Oh, no, it has jumped again. 1 second. Oh, God, it's so. Question: how many listings do you get done a week? I'm aiming for 400 to 500. Oh, this month, okay. So you're aiming for 400 to 500 this month. So that's what, like 125 a day, 125 a day. I did 10 yesterday. I am waiting for a big haul of video games, which I'm not sure whether I'll share with you guys or not. I've got to ask the guy whether it's okay for me to share with you guys. But if he said it's okay, then I'll share it with you guys, because there's one really nice item in there that I would like to share with you guys. God, how many times have I just said you guys? No, I'll be really working hard next week. I'm up to 14 boxes worth of Christmas stock, and I'm really stressing because I'm not got enough. It's not. I know 14 boxes seems like a lot, but and I know that there's a lot of items in there between 50 and 100 quid. There's a lot. There's probably about 15, 20, 30, maybe even 30. And if we're saying that most of them are 70 quid each, if I have got about 20 to 30, 70 quid items, that does add up. But it's still in turnover. Even if I've got 30, let's say £75 items, that's still only 2,250, then all the other items. I might have maybe, well, let's say I have £7,000 worth of Christmas stock. It's not enough. That's in sales value, not in bought value. I don't know what my bought value would be. Maybe £1,000, maybe £1.5 grand, something like that. Because I did snipe a lot of it on eBay, so some of it cost me a fair bit. But then I'm flipping it into higher margins. But I just feel like that's not enough if I want to get to my target in not only December but throughout fourth quarter. So I'm getting a bit stressy because we've only got about a month left before I want to be, well, a month and a half left before I want to be sending it up. So I'm thinking, wow, I've got to get sniping. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I've got enough on eBay as well. So I think I'll do all right this year, but I just really want to hit that target, So I don't know how many, I didn't even answer your question there, but I don't know how many a week. Like next week, I'll probably end up doing between eBay and Amazon, like 200 to 300, I would say, between eBay and Amazon, because it'll be that big haul. And then when I get a big haul, I'll get really motivated to smash it out and I'll get loads done. But this week, I might only do about 70 listings on eBay because I'm not listing on Amazon this week. So I might just do like 10 a day or maybe 15 on a couple of days. So I might do 70 to 100. It really depends from week on week. Some weeks I'll smash it, and then other weeks I'll be like, I'll just sort of, I call it scraping through. And I always relay my business to how I was in high school. So what the teacher used to say to me, well, you want to get a good C, don't you? You want to get a good C grade. And I said, why would I want to get a good C grade? What do you mean by a good C grade? If I get a C on the pass mark, so if I just get the pass mark and that is a C, right, a GCSE, what difference does getting a couple of marks higher and getting well into a C, but not a B, but well into a C make? I just didn't understand it. I said, well, I'm just going to scrape through at a C, because when I go for an interview somewhere, they're not going to look at my exact marks. I mean, I've heard people in interviews, they don't even look at the GCSEs in some interviews, which I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but, I've heard that from some people. So, I was always that mentality. And sometimes I have that mentality in my business, think, I'll just scrape through this week. It'll be all right. And then like the week after, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to get going, and it's, it's like that, really. It's just weird. Right, I've got to go down the chat because it's going up so quick. Nick and Andrea, or Nick, just Nick is in there. What's up, Tat Junkies? What I miss, ham and cheese baguettes. Yum. Who said ham and cheese baguettes? I've just had lunch, but that comment still makes me hungry. Lol. I know I've had lunch as well. Right, let's go down. You will end up jack of all trades and master of none. Oh, that's a good quote. I need to use that one. I need jack of all trades and master of none. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Peter Ray, Nick just received the PS1. Oh, has he bought a PS1? Cool. Don't spread yourself too thin. I know. Everyone says this. I need to slow down. I think first off, I honestly think that I need to put my shop on holiday mode for a little bit and take myself completely away from eBay. But then, you know what I think to myself? If I'm not going on holiday, what's the point in putting it on holiday mode? Because I'm going to be around anyway. So I actually think I need to force myself to go somewhere, whether it be for an extended day out somewhere or just like a proper bit of time off. And then I can reassess where I am, because I think that in some way my mind is corrupted because I need a little bit of a break from it. Oh, is that a sale? It's only 12 quid. Anyway. Yeah. Nick says, hope you enjoy the game, Peter. Ad's plan is to wear out all the other resellers with his YouTube vids. I feel physically worn out after watching these. I need to do a Z and have an afternoon nap for. Oh god. Old Haggis. Oh, Old Haggis Hunter. Nose TV Antiques. Not experts, not got a clue. Everything made about 1890. Very busy year. Shows are all faked in that game. A long time. Was on Flog It and Bargain Hunt all tosh, believe me. Bargain Hunt, let's make our own. Oh, F bargain hunt. Let's make our own show. Love. Ads, have you written all your ideas down on a piece of paper? Vision boards. I've got a board there. Yeah. What is your biggest fear in business? My biggest fear in business is failing. Oh, no, well, not failing, but like having to go back to a normal job. So it is kind of failure in a way, in the sense that if I fail, then I'll have to go back to a normal job. But I really, that's my biggest, what did you say? Biggest fear. Yeah, that's my biggest fear, like going to a normal job. I can't do it. I just don't think I can do it. And that fear drives me to be successful in my business, because I'm thinking, well, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do it. And if I did it, I would do my backup plan, and I would move to Africa, and I would join a tribe, and I would live like humans used to live 10,000, 20,000 years ago, and just live a nice primal existence. Because I don't think I could do sitting in an office every day or doing a normal job. You know, I just don't think I could do it. I would get my life zapped out of me. I would get my personality zapped out of me. I would become just this shadow of a man. I just don't think I could do it. You know, I just don't think I could do it. And that's maybe why I am how I am now. Because I know I have to get this right now, because when I have a family, I can't take the risks that I can take now. So that's what I'm trying to really attack it now, so then I'm in a comfortable position when I have a family. So then, you know, I'm where I want to be, because if I don't attack it enough now, then when I come to have a family, the bills are going to mount up, and then I won't be able to achieve that with my business. So it's like, that's why I'm so driven now. I don't know. Nothing wrong with getting involved in other things, as long as you know what pays. I think 10 years working in industry would do. Oh no, I can't do it. Have you written? Oh no, I've already read that one. Well, anyway, I'm off in a minute. I'll get some work done. As long as you know what pays your bills. Yeah, I suppose so. Because you'll eventually run out of time to do all these things, and I think will be way lacking. I try to do 2 or 3 things work really well, rather than 2 things half-hearted. 10 things, sorry, not 2 things. If you dropped everything and focused just on eBay, you would double or triple your eBay income. I would do, and I've thought about doing like just Amazon or just eBay, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have that level of commitment to one thing. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's like, I don't think I want to commit to one thing. I want to like half-heart. Yeah, maybe it is that. Maybe it's I just want to put in a small amount of work to 10 things, rather than do loads of work on one thing, because to me, in my mind, that says I'm not doing as much, but I am still earning money. So that's maybe the philosophy behind doing that. I don't know. Did any of you guys count how many times Ad says you guys? I think it's probably about 20 times. Quote, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. Oh, I know that quote, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go there, guys, because I could read the chat forever. Honestly, I could. It's going so fast today. I'm going to have a real hard look at what I'm doing. And I'm going to think to myself, I'm going to scale stuff back. And I'm going to think to myself, right, this is where I want to go. And I think that by doing that, as people have mentioned in the chat, it'll help me no end. I think that the little side projects either have to be done to a very, very small amount of time. So then I'm not putting in time to them. I might be investing some money in them if I can afford to, but I'm not putting time into them. They're just sitting there making me income, and like no time is going into them. Or I need to scrap some of them completely and really hone down what I'm doing. So I'm going to have a hard look at that. I'm going to write some stuff down, and I'm going to start to refine what I'm doing, and hopefully that will get me to where I want to be. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I think that's going to help me out. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up. I'll be back tomorrow for Thursday Talks. Oh, I've got a new jacket as well, so I will show you that on Thursday Talks. That's going to be pretty cool. And I need to, and again, another thing is time off. I need some time off because that'll reset me and that'll help me out no end as well. So I think there's a lot I need to think about, but at the same time, there's not a lot I need to think about in the sense that I do just need to relax about things a bit more. So yeah, been very informative, this chat for me personally. I don't know whether it was informative for you guys, but it was something I needed to do, I needed to think about. So anyway, I will leave it there, guys, and I will see you tomorrow in Thursday Talk. So see you very soon, guys.